I'm Laura McFaden, and as you know, Stacy and Sandy and Wendy all were able to get to the point to get to the New Leader Conference, and I was one diamond away, actually one coach away from an extra diamond. But I get to talk to all of you, which is really great. So what I'm going to talk to you tonight about is Success Club, really what it is, how you can reach it, goals that you can do to help yourself get there, and some tidbits of great information that I've been getting from a lot of top coaches that I hopefully will help you a lot. So I'm going to share my screen with you now. And here's my very cluttered desktop. Very cluttered. All right, so hopefully y'all see that. Give me a little thumbs, maybe. Yes? Yay. Okay. So on this, I'm just going to move this over just a tad. And I'm going to move my little inspector over here. So one thing about Success Club, about like what the big deal is, it's because it helps you to dream big. And really that's the most important thing with Success Club, is that it gives you this parameter, this guideline, so you know that your business is growing and that you're dreaming big with it. And let me move one more thing down. So now I'm going to play, if I can do this right. So perfect. Oh, I hope you can see that. Let me just minimize it. So when I did that, could you see it? Could you see my screen? Yes? No? Yes? Give me a yes. Okay, if I enlarge it, can you see my screen when I enlarge it? So,
yes.
Yep, perfect. All right, thank you. All right, so I want you to focus on like what is the big deal about it? Well, the first thing is it's really, really important that you believe in yourself. Even if you don't, you need to pretend that you do, and at some point you will. And I really like this quote because it helps us understand like what our goals are and to really just focus as we already have them. Now, these are the main key things about Success Club. Number one is it's non-negotiable. Like you have to believe that it's going to happen for you, and it will happen. I know that sounds cliche, but it will. Number two, it equals success in your business. So if you're growing, you're going to get success. Number three, you get these sparkly little great things of trips and elite and premier coaches. You move yourself up and you advance. And it's also a reflection of the number of people you're bringing into challenge groups or into your coaching. And it's a reflection on you and what you're doing, which is your job. Now, what do you need to reach Success Club? Some of you are very new to coaching, so this is good, but some of you already know this. So if you already know it, good, I'm glad. First thing is to get 1 point, you do one home direct Shakeology order. So if somebody buys Shakeology home direct, you get 1 point from them. It's a lifetime point. So it's only based when they order it the first time, not the second time. You get 2 points for every challenge pack, program plus Shakeology. To reach Success Club 5, you need a combination of any of the above. And here's the boom. You want to focus on hitting Success Club 5 by the 5th of the month and Success Club 10 by the 10th. Now, some months that happens, some months it doesn't. But if you start off strong, you're going to go into your month strong. Now, what does Beachbody give you when you do that? Well, if you hit Success Club 5 and you're an Emerald or higher, you have Beachbody On Demand, Home Director Shakeology, you're awarded leads by the company. These are things that people that they give you. I've been given so many leads who all they do is reorder Shakeology every single month. I have about 35 of them. I've never met them. I write them. I send them notes. They don't respond. But they're ordering, which is great. And hopefully one day they'll respond. And then when you hit Success Club 10 or higher, you're an Emerald or higher. You have Beachbody On Demand, Home Direct Shakeology. You get paid leads and coaches. Yes, you get coaches. I've gotten 2 coaches who, again, I've never met because of hitting Success Club 10 and higher. So it's really important to strive for that. And if you think about it, it's only 5 people. So the main thinking is it's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not. So a lot of times what scares us is because we don't believe that we're worthy of people coming to us. We feel unsure of ourselves and we get nervous. But that's holding us back because it's our mind. And if we believe that we're a great coach, then you're a great coach. Like you all have amazing coaches who are coaching you. So you have to be amazing. So tips. So one thing I suggest is the first 2 weeks of the month, you invite non-stop. You follow up over the last 2 months. You follow up by reaching out to previous challenges for new programs. When the 7 days are left, and when 7 days left open to a private group, you want to push those last 7 days of the month for Success Club. So you're constantly thinking of new things. So I have my friends are having their 30th reunion from college. I'm younger than them, but I'm going to it, and I know that we all want to look great for their reunion. So I'm thinking about a few days, like 21 days out from that. Before that, I'm going to post this, are you ready for reunion? And then I also do things about, working out, filling up with your 21-day fix containers, like constantly posting these things and then following up with people. So here are the traps that you need to overcome, because these are the things that keep us from reaching Success Club. Is we're not being honest with themselves, meaning the coaches. No one knows who you that you exist, and you don't share. You need to build relationships and invite people, and you need to repeat daily by you. Like, it has to go on and on and on. So if you're not sharing things about you, nobody knows anything about you. Like, if you post, I did hammer and chisel, nobody has a flipping clue what hammer and chisel is. They might think you're, banging something around in your house. So you really want to explain, like, oh, it's this workout, and oh, it's really fun, and look what's happening to my body, and look, my challengers and what's going on with them. You want to get over your fear. You're never going to get there if you don't start conversations and share with people. Look, there are going to be people who say no to you, but that no is just no right now. It's not no forever. A perfect example was today. A teacher came into my classroom. He messaged me on Facebook like, I think I'm going to do this teacher challenge. I'm doing a challenge with another coach to see if my school where I teach can be more fit than her school. And we're doing 6 challengers for both, and we're going into a competition over 3 months. And she's like, I want to be one of your challengers. She has said no to me for a year and a half, but now she's ready. So you never know. And she even said to me today in the classroom, I've been watching you. So they're always watching you. So just be strong, be confident, be the person who you want to be, and you will be. And then keep doing what you're doing. You need to sow seeds, and they truly will grow. And your goal is to be there for when they're ready to harvest, like this teacher today. So I was helping her. You have to think about do something uncomfortable today by stepping out of your box. You don't have to settle for what you are. You get to create who you want to become. So really, it's all about talking about where you want to go. If you've ever listened to Lindsay Matway, I really love her calls and her videos. She always talks about when she first started, she didn't say, ooh, I only have one coach. Oh, I'm just learning how to do this. She would talk about where she wanted to go, what was her vision, what was her direction, and where and how it was going to happen. So you just believe that that's what it is, and you become that person. So growth over time. This is how Success Club helps you with growth over time. First, there's the earning potential. This is a true fact. I've been researching all this stuff, so I think it's really cool. Since the Success Club has been launched in 2010, coaches who reach Success Club in 2011, watch their paychecks increase by an average of 234%. Y'all, that's huge. I don't get that kind of raise at my school where I teach. I can push and push and push and have the best art projects for my students, but I'm not going to get a 234% raise. So when you reach Success Club month after month, your growth potential is just going to increase over time. And then you now hopefully all know that you can earn money toward trips like to Punta Cana, for different cruises. And if you're a brand new coach and you hit 3 months in a row when you start coaching of Success Club, you win a free ticket to Summit in Nashville in July. And you'll see me because I'll be there. And you win prizes, clothing, fitness programs, games, recognition, all for being an all-star coach too. And what I do a lot is I keep the clothing to wear for photos, but a lot of the fitness programs and the games and the prizes I give to my challengers for challenge group of prizes, and then they get so excited. So you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. So if you don't ask people if they want to join you, if you don't share how awesome it is, you're not going to get the things that you want. So you really have to throw it out there. So here's the big picture. I know it looks like 2 little heads of my slideshow didn't work correctly, but I think of it this way. The 2 little smiley faces, let's just imagine that there are 2 people waiting for you to talk to them. So if you know anything about the book, The Compound Effect, it talks about how growth plus time equals increase. So here's a visual that I hope will help you understand. So you have your first month of Success Club. You're like, yay, I got my 5 points, okay? So now, the next month when you have Success Club, you still have those first 5 people who are still ordering Shakeology, or maybe they've turned into coaches, but now you've added, not 5 people, I'm sorry, the 3 people. Now you've added an additional group of people too. You still have your first, and now you've added more. Well, now you go into month 3. So now you've added month 1, month 2 of reoccurring Shakeology orders, or they've turned into coaches. Now you've added month 3. So now you have 3 groups of people. Well, then you get to month 4, and that little person who didn't want to say yes to you before is saying, yes, I want to do it. So now look at your growth just because you keep hitting Success Club. And then that straggler who said, no, 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 finally gives in, tells all her friends, and now you have hit Success Club again. So what started with just your little Success Club that you're like, oh my God, this is so hard, and you keep growing and you keep plugging at it, over time, these are going to build home direct orders that are going to reoccur in your account, and it's going to grow the number of coaches, because if you can start converting these challengers into coaches, then it's just going to grow and grow from there. So now you can look the first month, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Now, things you can do now. You've got to share you. You have to share who you are, what you like, what you do, a lot. So the average is, I've been researching it, if on your like page you should post between 7 and 10 times a day. I know that is so hard, and if I'm hoping that when this Snowmageddon hits me in DC this weekend, I'm just going to Hootsuite all my posts for my like page. It's because I can't do 7 to 10 as a teacher, so I'm going to do that. And then your personal page really should be 3 to 5 posts a day. So I love Bonnie Engel. Hopefully you all follow Bonnie. I love her because I love how she shares everything out there so people know what she does. And she's talking now about making that big network national call. And here she's talking about how cute you look or wrong you look after a workout. So she's being really professional in one, and then she's talking about being silly in another, and it lets people know her personality. This one, I love Laura Mendenhall, and I love her faith, because my like page is Fit and Faith with Laura. I believe that if your faith is strong, that everything comes together. I love how she brings people into her life because she's doing a community of Bible studies with her fitness people and the people on her like page. So I thought that was a really wonderful way of bringing her faith into her love of fitness. You can see she's been working out, and she's focusing on the book of James. So I thought, do you have a hobby or a talent or something that you could use your Facebook like page for to bring people in to your world that could be really fun, something that you can share? And then I love this one, train yourself to find the blessing in everything. Do some fun posts. Posts about your friends. I love this one. Pinch me. We're on a cruise pretty soon. She's thinking about swimming dolphins. Are we there yet? So I just thought that was really fun to do. So tips you can do. Done is better than perfect. And I want to, first, before I share these tips, I want to thank my coach, Chris Newton, for actually, this was a post she did on our team page today, and I just loved it. So Chris, you're getting the credit for this one. So done is better than perfect. Number 1, you got to do something. Post 7 to 10. I just posted a picture of what my husband bought from the grocery store, which was 2 packs of ribs that are so not 21-day fix, but he's waving to us. But they're for the Snowmageddon, so he's so happy. So done is better than perfect. Don't say you are a coach, be a coach. Don't say you are a coach, be a coach. That you say over and over and over again. You have to show that you're a coach. How do you show it? Post about your challengers, talking about them, being excited for them, showing what you're doing. Your Facebook page should be your sneak peek into the world of coaching. So when you're making your post, think about what you're sharing and how does it talk about what your life is, what you do, where you go, the fun stuff you do, the friends that you make, the confidence that you're building. And then people are watching us. Some are seeing if you'll quit, if we're going to quit. And I truly believe most are hoping we will succeed and show them a way out. So a lot of people have asked me, I can't believe you haven't quit yet. How do you do this and teach and have kids? And I just got married again with my wonderful husband. He's sitting here. But how did I do it all? It's because it's fun. And I just show them that I enjoy it. And then here are the main things. We can change habits. We can change lives. We can change our own lives. We can do it all together. And it's all about a we. You know, it's not I'm in charge of my team. I'm not. We are a team. Like you all are a team with Stacy or Sandy or with Wendy. You know, it's that we component, and we can make big changes when we brainstorm and work together. So if you get it, it's a rainbow I'm making. And the last one, are you ready to go for it? And I did this in green because green means go. Like, are you really ready to go for it and not be afraid to make those posts? Because, you know, you don't have any reason to be afraid. So that's what I want to tell you all on my little share with all my tricked out things. So does anybody have any questions? Because I wanted to keep this. God, I did that fast. But are there any questions at all? Just pop them out. Is there anything that you're struggling with? How about that? That's always a good one. No one's struggling? You're all hitting Success Club. You've all hit it. No, I'm like 1 point away, so I'm not hitting it, and I need to. I've been like on my phone messaging people nonstop. What's going well? Is anything going really well? Oh, we've got a question. Yay, I love questions. All right. Having a lot of promising leads, but people then go silent. Been the worst month for that. Usually when people go silent, it's a reason. So, and I notice this also when I teach students. Usually when people go silent, they feel awkward. They don't know what to say, so they feel awkward. So I have actually written people before and said, you know what? I have a feeling you feel a little awkward right now because, you know, and you're not sure what to do. How can I help? Is there something going on? What's up? So talk to them like you're their friend, because you are their friend, and you're probably going to get a really good answer back. So that was a good question. But yeah, usually it's because it's awkward, and nobody wants to admit that they feel awkward. Nobody wants to admit that they need to get help because they're not fit or something's going on, or maybe they're stressed out. So if you would just address it head on, then, hey, I'm here to help. Then they most likely will say something. Anybody else? This is the fastest call on Facebook ever. So no struggles. Everyone's hitting it. Do you all, oh, another one. Love questions. Love questions. Okay, good. Ooh, yay, there's a whole bunch now. All right, people are constantly say how motivational and inspiring I am, but never seem to want to buy. How do you overcome that? One thing that, I'm just going to move this to the side so I can read the questions later. One thing Bonnie suggests, and I think it really, really works, is there must be something that is an objection for them. It might be the cost of it. It might be that they're not sure if it works yet. They might think it's a scam. They might not think that the Shakeology really curbs your cravings. So they're going into it with this preconditioned thinking in their head. So if you can start posting, and I've done this a lot, like I'll post about, oh my God, well, we didn't do it today because my husband bought those ribs. But normally we save about $50 a week with drinking Shakeology because we're not buying junk. We saw that the very first week when my oldest son, he was 18, and my youngest one at the time was 12, they didn't want junk. And then we did not see the pizza man, and we were joking like the pizza man probably thinks we're dead because we're not ordering pizza anymore. And then I post something about Chinese takeout. Oh my gosh, we put them out of business too because now all of our friends are drinking Shakio and they're not buying Chinese takeout anymore. So those were like the key things, and we figured $110 between takeout and our groceries that first week. So I think if you hit it on and just say that up front, then people are going to start to see, oh, I'm going to save. And then when I realized, I calculated it that was 2 weeks of camp for my son in the summer that I saved from actually buying something. I actually was able to save money to pay for my son's camp when I was a single mom. So that was huge. So usually it's some kind of objection. Also, they might not think that they can ever go off the Shakeology. I find this happens with the teachers at my school. They think that you always have to be on it. And I'm like, no. I said, I'm on it because I'm been pre-diabetic and it levels my blood sugar, so my daddy has diabetes and I don't want to get it. So for me, I say I'm on it. Like, it works. But for them, it's like, try it for 3 months. When you want to go off it, I suggest you wean yourself off of it, because it's kind of like, you don't want to all of a sudden not drink it and then go eat French toast for breakfast and all the crap, because now you crave it because you're not drinking the shakes. So, I talked to them about how it really, really works. But you got to hit those objections in your posts so that there's not that awkward conversation that you're having with them, and then you sound like you're selling, and then it's like you defeat the purpose and you just go backwards. When I talk about Shakeology, okay, here we go. When I talk about Shakeology or anything else, when do you mention the coaching opportunity? All right, I mention it depends on who it is. If I have, I've had friends who are struggling at work, or if they're single moms struggling, I will just say to them, you know what, guys, do this with me. It's going to grow. I can't guarantee it's going to grow the first month, but for me, the first month I made, I think it was $400. That's huge for a single mom. And then it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing till it hit like $1,200 a week. So I show them that if you do what we tell you to do and what the training is, it's going to grow. I also say to them, if somebody's going to have to lose over 20 pounds, I tell them, just sign up to coach, because you're going to be on the Shakeology for at least 3 to 4 months. And why not save that money? Even with the coach fee, it's going to save you the money in the long run. And then you're shrinking, your family's going to see it. Then someone in your sister, aunt, best friend is going to be envious of you, and they're going to want it. So then they can order through you. It's kind of like a preferred customer program. So and when I talk, I don't know if you've noticed, I talk to them in person as much as I can. I always have my hands open. I always do a head tilt. We learned this from teaching, that if you do a little head tilt and your hands are open, you actually come across more gentle. It's like this whole body language thing. There's a great book on body language. Oh, I got to find it. If I find it, I'll give it to Sandy and Stacy. I know it because I've read it. But the head tilt is it is genuine, because you come across like, oh, it's nice, it's easy. So if they're going to lose more weight, also, if they're struggling, I'll say, look, you've got to do something because what you're doing isn't working. And then I give the example of how I'm an artist, like those little dishes behind me, that's what I make when I'm not teaching. But I used to do tons of art shows, and I was getting burned out. And when the economy dropped, my sales dropped. So I said to them, look, I could have kept doing those art shows, struggling, driving to every different state at the crack of dawn, missing my kids, not making any money off of it. I had to do something different. And look what you're doing. Are you getting the same results? Yeah, you're not going anywhere. So what do you want? Do you want to stay in that position, or do you want to get out? And they normally say, I want to get out. So why don't you try it and get, now, if they're somebody who is struggling, they're going to try it, I tell them to put 6 months in and to work their butts off, because that's the point where it really starts to change. If you've noticed, if you've been in 6 months and you've done everything Stacy, Wendy, Sandy have said to you to do, it's going to happen. If you don't, then it's not. Oh, good, I got a yes. Oh, excellent points. Thank you. Okay, it's like my eyes. I've been looking at computer screens all day today, off and on teaching. Okay, I am struggling at least 3 times this week. I've been in the process of inviting and having great convos toward the end, and the person said they already have the 21-day fix. Okay, that has happened to me numerous times. So at that point, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. And they're going to say, really? I was like, yes, oh my gosh, who's your coach? And then when they say they don't have one, I'm like, you don't have one? You so need a coach. I'll be your coach. And then like, really? I was like, yeah, sure. Make sure they don't have a coach, number one, because you don't want to grab somebody else's coach. But if you're really enthusiastic for them, then again, it gets rid of that awkward, that I don't know what to say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Yay, we can do this. But wait, do you have a coach? And if they say no, say, it's so easy. Here's all you have to do. Call this number. Here's my coach ID and my name. Tell them that you want me to be your coach. Well, I always ask them, how'd you order it? Amazon, Beachbody, blah, 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 whatever they did. And then when you switch to me, call me or message me, and then I'll put you right in the group. Now, why? Because they're your friend. You've been talking to them. You're doing the right thing. You're helping someone. When I went through my divorce, one of my ministers said to me, when you're going through a hard time and you start to give and you don't want to give anymore because you're focused on the sale, or you're in that, but I wasn't focused on a sale, I was focused on crying. But if you start to give, things really start to come back to you. So that's why I went back into teaching, so I could give to kids, and then everything started to turn around. So give to those people, because what's going to happen is they're going to come in your group and you're going to lift them up, and you're going to give them shout outs, and you're going to give them attention, and then they're going to see you. This isn't Shakeology, but they're going to see you drinking Shakeology, and everyone's going to drink it. They don't have it, they want to get it, they're going to order from you. So what you think is a hindrance might not be. And then I do incentive programs. I could do referrals. I don't know if y'all do this, but I give you can either get a Sephora gift card or an Amazon gift card. And I give them to when my challengers refer somebody to me and that person orders, I give them that card. And they can pick Sephora or Amazon. And women love the Sephora, so they tend to get that. But it just keeps encouraging. So you build that person up because you don't know. For example, Sandy never purchased anything from our coach, Nikki. Okay, because I have Nikki Johnson as my coach. She never purchased anything from her. And look, Sandy's 5-star. So you don't know who this person, could be. This person could be your next Lindsay Matway. You have no idea because you're not God. Only God can tell where that person's going to go if you're Christian. But anyways, think about it. It can go anywhere. Okay, let's see. But okay, do you find that you're posting invites on Facebook or messaging are more effective? I think you've got to do both, truly. There's going to be people who are just going to watch you. Like I watched Nikki, okay? And they're going to watch you. And I didn't bite to anything that Nikki put out there because I was her advisor in our sorority. So I knew all these other girls, they'd know what I was clicking on, So she actually, I think she messaged me like, hey, Laura, blah, blah, blah. So I think you do both. I think you have to constantly do those posts of, hey, look, I'm doing a group. I also do videos because obviously I like to talk. Be like, hey, guys, I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Because I talk better than I post kind of sometimes. It's more enthusiastic. But post something that's from your heart. And then if someone likes it, or if you can see that they viewed it, because it depends on what you're posting on that you can see. What I do, for example, so I see one girl's name's Amber, Sarah, and Sarah. So if you were somebody who I met on my like page, I would then send you, Amber, a friend request, and I'd write, hey, Amber, thank you so much for liking my like page. Oh my gosh, I love getting to know women who like my page. Are you into fitness and nutrition and faith? By the way, that picture, is that your daughter? She's adorable, blah, blah, blah. So I hope you accept my friend request. I just sent it, blah, blah, blah. So she says yes. And then I post, right back and forth. I click on little things that she likes, back and forth. And then what I do is I'll say, hey, I have a private group that's free, that's all about like Beachbody stuff. Would you be interested? They say yes. Why do I do that? I put them in my Beachbody Info with Laura private group so that when I make a post of, hey guys, I'm doing the 21-day fixed workout, who wants to join me, yada, 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 I can then see who likes my post. I cannot like it. I can see who's seen it, I mean. So if I start seeing a pattern of Amber looking at all my workout posts, okay, it's telling me, and if I see that she's looking at my videos, she's watching me. So then when I write her, I'm going in feeling good, because I know Amber's watching me, and I'm feeling really great, and that she's going to want to, order from me. So you can do those free groups, and it's just like a basic kind of thing, because that way you can see who's watching you. And then you can really put your attention toward the people who are looking at you instead of like being a fisherman with a huge net and you're trying to get like one really good fish out of that net. So you can think about it that way, and it does help. I do think one-on-one is the best. I actually think picking up the phone, hi, is actually one of the best things you can do. So anytime I have someone I don't know even, and they've liked something on my like page, and I'll say, hey, can I give you a call? And they're like, okay. And I say, no, seriously, because I'd like to talk to you. And then they hear the enthusiasm instead of, type. Yeah, this is a great program. Throw in a few hearts and smiley faces, and then it sounds I'm peppy. But it just comes across better. One thing one of my coaches does, and she has only been coaching now for 3 weeks, and she's up to 7 coaches, is she goes to their house, they're friends of hers, and shows them things. And she's 53, and she looks like she's 22. So it's working because people see her, and they see her looking really good. So I think talking to people in public. What is my favorite way to edit photos? All right, it depends on what I'm doing. I have a lot of apps on my phone. I have a ton of apps. So when I do my posts first thing in the morning, because I have a little system that I have, the one that I use is PicLab, PICLAB, because it's super easy to learn. I love PicLab because I can do it fast. And then another one that I've been using is called Enlight, Enlight, Enlight. What's nice about that one is let's see if I can pop it up on my phone. You can do visual effects on it. So for example, you can so it has, I don't know if you can see, it has all these like cool little effects on the side. And what I often do is I go into the artistic one, and then I'll change I'll change the colors, or I'll change the filters, and I can make it look really artsy. I made my Shakio shirt look like an abstract painting, and everyone thought it was so cool. So it was like talking about Shakio, but it was artsy. Another one, I love PicMonkey. I do a lot of things on PicMonkey, but PicMonkey takes more time because it's on your computer. Like this is on my phone, and I can click, click, click. I love Pick, Post, Play. If you don't know that one, that's the one where you do your workouts, and you can put like all your different little videos on different grid systems. So like if say I'm doing hammer and chisel, I can put 4 little hammer and chisel pictures and a picture of hammer and chisel. I can speed them up, I can slow them down, I can put them in order. And I seriously do that when I'm blow drying my hair in the morning because it's that easy. It's like rhythm. Another one, what's the other one? Oh, there's another good one. Oh, I have Ripple. Ripple's a really good one. It's RIPL. What's cool about Ripple is Ripple looks like, you know how I just did the keynote presentation and the words were dropping down and things were moving? Okay, so my son was joking that he likes turtles. Let me turn this off and turn it back on. It was really cute. So and see, it like makes a little video of like the bubbles are dropping and moving. So you can make these mini GIFs, but they're animated and they're silly, but it takes maybe 2 minutes to do it. So Ripple's really cool. And what's also good with Ripple is it will post directly to your Instagram if you have Instagram. And so I did one about got your resolutions for 2000. So I did my little Beachbody pose and all the confetti's falling down for New Year's. And then it was really cute. I put it on Instagram. So Ripple is fun. RIPL. That's a good one because you can do memes too. If you know memes, you can do memes with it. I'm not a meme person, but it works well. And anybody else? That last one was called Ripple. RIPL. And the one before was called Enlight, ENLIGHT. I think really, oh, you know what? There's another good one. Have you tried Facey? Facey is great. It's FACIE. Facey is really good when you're working out and, well, y'all are younger than I am, but I get these bags under my eyes so I can like fade my skin and make it look a lot younger. It's really good. And then the one that the teachers at my school love, because I take pictures of them for the yearbook, but I do it for me, you must have InstaBeauty. Do you have InstaBeauty? InstaBeauty's great because with InstaBeauty, you can smooth your skin if you're just like looking like too tired, and you shouldn't because you just worked out. You should look like healthy tired, not like dying tired. You can get rid of the circles underneath your eyes. It's really nice. You can add, smooth your skin out. So those are my top ones. Hope that helps. Those are my top ones. And any other questions? I love questions. Any other struggles? Everybody doing well? How many people have hit Success Club? How many do we have? How many do I have? Wave. You got one. Okay, good. Yay. All right, good. So we have a few with Success Club. How many people you're at 9. Holy cow. Good for you. That's awesome. I want to know what you did. What did you do? You're at 6. That's really good. Yay. Now the numbers are coming in. I feel like it's a slot machine. All right. We got 6. We got 12. Haley Davison. Awesome for you. Whitney got, now see the numbers. See, now I'm feeling bad. You guys are awesome. Holy cow. 9, 12. All right. How many of you are diamonds? Who else is anybody has a diamond? Somebody must be a diamond in this group because you're all, yay. Good job. That's awesome. So that's the thing. If you keep building your Success Club points, think about it like it's that net. And that net is just filling and filling and filling with more people who are going to become coaches for you. And you just have to believe that they are. It's all about confidence. It really is. It's like if you sound like, oh, I don't know. It's like if I walked into a classroom and said, okay, boys and girls, we're going to draw today. That's pretty pathetic. And they'd be running around the classroom and I'd be in panic. So you have to come across like, yay, you just have to, and it works. Anything else? Anybody? Do you feel motivated? A little? Please. All right. Well, have a good night. And if you want to send me a friend request, I hope I helped you, but just be you. Like I'm looking at you all right now and you're like super cute and there's, oh, you're welcome. And just be you and people are going to love you. Like I love, was it Sarah with her back there? Is it a headband or a baseball cap? It's like really cute. Yeah, there you go. See, and just smile. But it's cute. Like you looked so relaxed, like leaning back, taking it all in with your headphones. But those are the types of things people want to see. Like this is like, normally I look like this with my hair. I did a photo one day when I woke up, my hair was like this. So probably one of my students will find it. Oh, God, it'll be over everything. All right. So have a nice night, everybody. And congratulations to all of you who are at, lovely hair, all of you that are at like that 6, 9, and 12. Holy cow. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.